I'm just doing a little bit of afternoon cardio. It's afternoon on my side. It's almost, no, it's not afternoon, it's actually evening on my side. I wanted to answer a question that someone asked me at the gym today. Well, the person was, they are new at the gym, so they started training uh, in September. So now they wanted to know, if there's any tips or if there's any recommendation or advice, I have for them during this festive season on, what to do to not, pick up weight or not to sort of slack off, their fitness journey or not to overeat to a point where when it's time to go back to normal or after now, the festive season, Christmas and the holidays and all of that. So they wanted to know if there's any tips that, I can, I have for them. So a couple of tips is that always have your water with you to help you not overeat or overindulge in any of the good food that will be, around. Because you cannot completely restrict yourself from enjoying the festive season and enjoying, time with family. But you can still do it in a controlled manner by still enjoying your cake, enjoying your good food, but always having your water with you to help you combat unnecessary cravings. Because most of the time, or at least half of the time, when you crave something, it's not really your body craving that thing, but it's actually your body will never crave cake, but your body will tell you if there's something that's lacking. So the signal is not clear, what the body is lacking, but majority of the time when you're craving something, if you drink water, that most of the time, that is almost more than half of the time, that's actually the correct guess. Because the body will never tell you that I need this. You can decide on your own that I think my body is craving some chicken or some KFC, but the body will never give you that clear message. But the body will let you know that something is lacking. We need something. So that is the first tip to try and keep you on track in your fitness goal during the festive season. Has always have your water with you. Drink your water as much as you can while you're enjoying, the good food, the beverages, all of that. If you can have your water with you, it will definitely help you not to overindulge on the good food. So that was the first tip that I shared on how to stay on track during the festive season and the holidays. And things like this that I'm doing right now, cardio in your house, you can do that. Hey, what's up, Mandla? Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm just answering a question that I was asked by somebody at the gym on how to stay on track with your fitness journey during the festive season. So as I said, the first thing is that have your water regularly. Drink your water during the festive season. Have it with you. That will help you to combat overeating. it will help you to not overeat, because as I said, during December you need to enjoy the good food, enjoy the cake, enjoy the dessert, but you cannot do it in such a point where when it comes to going back to your normal life or going back to what you do normally, that will be challenging, meaning now that you don't want to eat so much during December, during the holidays, that going back to the gym in Jan or wherever you plan on going back to the gym will be a huge challenge. So as I said, the first thing is that water. Have your water with you, just to try and combat unnecessary eating or overly eating, because most of the time, hello, Foley, thank you for joining. So during the festive season, to combat overindulging, have your water with you, drink your water regularly, especially when you feel that you're craving cake or you're craving something that's not in line with the goal. You can still have, but controlled. Controlled. The water will help you just to make sure that the times where your body is thirsty, you will not reach for cake or you will not reach for dessert. Obviously, as I said, you must still enjoy a time with the family, but try not to overindulge. So that's the first tip for the festive season, for the holiday season. Drink your water regularly. I'm hoping everyone's drinking their water, but drink or have it with you while you're having a good time with family and all of that. And tip number 2 is that during this festive season or during holiday season, you perhaps won't have time to go to the gym or to exercise. Things like walking to the shop or taking the stairs instead of the lift, that will help you to, like, obviously walking to the shop once will not do anything, but compounding those walks where you are very strong, I like that. Thank you so much. It's somewhat years and years of work, and then I try to share whatever tips that I can share. So if you have any questions, you can just pop them on the screen. I'll answer them as best I can. And then, as I was saying now, that tip number 2 during the festive season, try to move as much as you can, or as much as the time that you would have during the festive season will allow. Because during that eating and all that, drinking, if one drinks, you don't want to eat and sleep, or drink and sleep, or eat desserts and sleep. So try as much as you can to move as much as you can. Going to the shop, walking to the shop, maybe going to the beach, maybe instead of taking the lift, take the stairs, because most of us, we're gonna be not working, we're gonna be at home, spending time with family. Family will be cooking, good food and all of that. So you can try and move as much as you can. So I think those would be the top 2 tips I can share to try and stay on track during the festive season or the holiday season, is as much as you can with the eating of the good food. You still have decent amount of water, so try and not overeat or overindulge or eat something when the body was saying we are thirsty. We are not hungry, we're not looking for something sweet, we're just thirsty. So instead of you reaching for that sweet treat, maybe grab a glass of water. That will definitely assist in making sure that you stay on track with your fitness goal. And the second one, as much as you can, try and move as much as you can. Just try and move, because as I said, you don't want to eat and sleep. You don't want to eat and sleep. So if you can eat and then you get an opportunity to maybe walk to the shop, or go downstairs to grab groceries, whatever the case is, and then take the stairs up, try to move more, or don't just sit around, eat and sit. So that's basically that. I just wanted to share those two top tips. And yeah, drink your water with everything else that's going on as much as you can. Try to move, as much as the time, and as if you can, move around, go for a walk to the shop. Shanshur, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Is it Shanur Peterson? Hi, thank you for joining. I was just giving tips on how to stay on your fitness journey during December, or during the festive season, or during the holiday season. One of the tips that I think is very important is have your water with you. Drink not a lot of water, but just drink a decent amount, because sometimes the body is dehydrated. It's not looking for cake, or it's not asking for cake, it's just asking for water. So most of the time when you drink water, whatever craving, at least more than half of the time, the craving will go away. So that's that for today. If there's questions, you can just pop them on the screen. While I'm doing, my cardio, I do about 10 minutes a day, just to try and, get the oxygen in the blood, get the heart pumping. That is also exercise for the heart, exercise for the heart, because I'm approaching 40. So most of all the times when I'm doing any form of training, it's no longer about the physique. It's about now looking towards the future, old age. I want to, when I'm old, still be able to pick up decent amount of weight. So now I'm at the gym, I try not to go crazy, or I lift heavy weight as I was in my youth, or when I was somewhat careless, or didn't really, not really care, but didn't really mind. Yes, maybe that's the word. I didn't mind maybe injuries, or I wasn't scared of, yes, I think maybe that's the better way to put it. I was not scared of to get injured when I was in my late teens, early 20s. But now, approaching 40, when I'm at the gym, it's no longer about just lifting the weight heavy. Now there's that in mind, that you still want to sort of enjoy this body for the longest time. You don't want to be in your 40s and injuries and all of that. So it's just side note from the initial two suggestions that I had. Once again, during December, to try and stay on track, move as much as you can, or move as much as you can, or as much as your December schedule allow, drink a decent amount of water to avoid overeating. Yeah, so that's that. Thank you for tuning in. Subscribe, do all the nice things. For any questions, you can just pop them down below in the video, in the comments, and I'll definitely answer them perhaps on the next video.